You wanna be alone? Oh, 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 oh. Really wanna do you, Lord? Be Lord, oh, 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 my sweet Lord, oh, my Lord, my sweet Lord, oh, 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 oh. My, 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 my. Really wanna hear you. Just had to get a little bit warmed up because you know, woke up from a little popoki nap and had to get moving, you know. So didn't take long. Doesn't take very long. Get your stuff moving. Lord, I gotta get on. Keep on moving now. Lord, gotta get on down. Yeah, 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 yeah. See ya. Something, oh no. Where is it? Something very uncouth is making its way from my brain out my nose. Very uncouth, very unsightly. So let me just take care of the two Utes trying to escape. Give it a little rocket boost. Oh well. Couldn't find my hanky, so guess I have to wash these drawers now. Not to be mistaken, mind you, by the Church of Latter-day Saint magic drawers. Yeah, you know, because once you go on their mission and try to tell everybody what's what, you know, for 2 years or what have you, you get special privileges to go into the secret temple places, and there's a curtain, you know, like a whole Dorothy and Toto, what's that? Land of Oz curtain wizard. Check this out. There's like an elder dude behind the curtain. He reaches his hand through the curtain, and the new initiate's there, and he puts his hand on the dude like he's knighting him and stuff. It's all very hush hush Freemason stuff. Very humorous. I mean, very funny. Full disclosure for my oldest brother, Sean, is been at that Mormon thing for quite a bit now, and it's so funny. It's so funny because if you knew my oldest brother, I'll give it to you real quick. All right, when he was like, I don't know, 16, he went from like 5'10" to 6'5". I mean, my mom was giving us vitamins and feeding us like mostly fruit and broccolis and good stuff, but man, he just shot up like Jack and the Beanstalk. He was already a basketball so-called prodigy. I mean, he was really good. So bam, he was like, wow. Anyway, we played basketball all the time in my back court, man. We had a floodlight. We go hours, 2, 3 in the morning. My elderly neighbor bouncing the ball, boom, 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 boom. He must have been driven nuts. I don't know why. That dude did not complain, not even one time. Our whole lives. I mean, I'm talking like literally thousands of 2 a.m. sessions of the ball going boom, 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 and us talking jank and whatnot. I mean, we weren't like serious jank talkers, but this is what I'm getting at. If you were playing my oldest brother Sean in basketball, and somehow he slips on a twig, for example, because it is an outdoor court and the leaves fall, there's twigs. He slips on a twig, or you bump him a tiny bit, and he falls. Okay. Now, I kind of understand because he's huge, and the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Little Bob plug for you. Well, he fell, and he fell hard. And let me tell you, before his body even hit the ground, you were gone. I mean, you would have beat any of these football, about to be pro guys running 40-yard dashes. I was gone. Because you knew while he was falling, he was already thinking, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Because it did not matter, not even a bit, if it was your fault, or if it was a twig, or pond scum. You were getting did, okay? So, basically, because you were gone, his only recourse was to grab up the ball and throw that sucker at you. And you were getting hit because he had accuracy, like, it was, I mean, one thing about us kids we got blessed with was athletics. I mean, every sport. And I was so curious in my life. I wasn't your typical pick a sport, stick with it, and focus on it. I had to try everything. I mean, I tried when I was at pedophile prep, aka Mercersburg. My freshman year, I played tennis. And it was so fun because these two twins, Brent and Blake Halverson, they were super rich, little skinny pinky wavers. And they had been going to all the elite tennis camps, and you should have seen their rooms. Oh my god, it was so funny. They had like 100 of these tennis trophies, right? And when I first seen them, I was like, damn, respect! Because they just had mad trophies, and I was like, okay. But then, I joined a tennis team. I don't know tennis, man. I don't know tennis. 2 months, I went from last on the team to number 1 on the team. And even when I was number 1 on the team, I was still serving like this. I still couldn't master this thing. But it's just, our athleticism gets us by. So, anyway, these guys, they were so pissed because they watched me just climb, surpass them. And anyway, my point is, we've always been blessed with athleticisms. And, anyway, back to my story about my brother Sean. So he's the last person on Earth, on this flat dome firmament Earth, surrounded by an Antarctic ice wall, mind you. Last person you think is gonna go all Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints on you. But he graduated from college, he wanted to go to graduate school, study like law, business, I don't know. He didn't have exactly the grades elite schools were looking for. My uncle helped a certain girl who was a basketball high school star go to BYU, And when they did the deal, you know, South Jersey, Sidgy style, they threw my brother Sean in. He was kind of like the contract leftovers. Oh, we'll give you Cindy, but you gotta take Sean. Oh my god, I can't make this shit up. It's awesome. So he goes to BYU. La-di-da-di. They ain't gonna change me. A bunch of Mormon weirdos. I'm just going there to study business and make a ton of money. Yo, 2 months. 2 months into this thing, we start getting phone calls about have you met Jesus? Have you considered having a Mormon come to your door and explain the Bible to you? And me, my mom, my brothers were like, say, huh? Because like I said, this is a dude that would throw the ball at you, blame everything. He was aggro. He was an aggro person. So they got him. Manchurian candidate styleee. And if they could get him, they could get pretty much anybody. Man, they ain't gonna get me, but they could get pretty much anybody. So anyway, now he's like this big, huge guy in the Mormon thing. So when I bust on these Mormons, I know what I'm talking about. Because I try to understand my big bro. What are you doing, man? What is this? Yeah, well, the founder of Mormonism, man. I mean, just always, again, trace it back to the roots, man. If you want to know about any certain luciferian type, this instead of Jesus, this instead of God, any alternative to God, it's all Luciferian. Just trace it to its roots. The founder of Mormonism, that Smith guy, he's a Freemason, man. And he was looking for a way, basically, back in like 18 whatevers in a small town, to get his name up there, man. To be like, climb the ranks of Mormonism, the degree system, you know? First degree, second degree, third degree, to 33rd degree. Some say to 99 degree. I don't know. I don't care too much. Point is, trace things back to the roots, people. I told you this. I don't know if I told you this, but I was just thinking on this. I remarked on it in a post. NASA, I mean, I know it's easy. It's not an easy thing to accept that they faked the moon landing. They faked space. You know, now this idiot Elon with the car up there, the tires aren't melting, and you know, it's fuckery. It's blood clot fuckery. But I know it can be difficult because our minds aren't built to take big godsmacks like that. But people just trace it to the roots. Anything, go to the roots. And with NASA, who founded NASA? Google it. Who founded NASA? Of course, Google. It's one of the beast systems, so you have to navigate, get through. But what? The 5 founding fathers, deviants of NASA, were Aleister Crowley, aka I love you, Satan, look at me, praise you, Satan. Numero dos, Walt Disney, Mr. Freakazoid, Lizardzoid, pedophile, building tunnels under his playgrounds for the kids to go and for them to play, the elites. Yeah, that freak. Alright, numero Trey, you got, oh god, this guy, oh Jesus, alien freakazoid, L. Ron Hubbard and Scientology. I mean, come on. I know it's just now coming to light how much of a freakazoid movement this thing is, but yeah, it's bad. Those 3 alone, right? Number 4, one of your basic Illuminati high priestess, he witches. I don't know his name's not important. He's one of those eyes in the shadows. And then number 5, You got your basic Nazi, mad scientist, rocket scientist, Von Braun, with the V2 rockets sending to Britain, killing kids, killing women, killing peoples, killing everybody. And if they had a little bit longer, they would have done that island to dust with them V2s, man. Yeah, God intervened. Okay, don't get it twisted. If they had a little bit longer, ask any history peoples, that island would have been dusted with V2s. So anyway, that's nasty. It's obvious. Those fine fuckers, man, come on. And then, you know, what Mormon trace it to its roots? It's Freemasonry. I mean, if it's not enough that this guy says, how he came out with the words for this alternative, you know, anytime this is an alternative to the Bible. It's bigger, badder, and better. More improved version. You know, anything, you know, same with the King James version. There's only a couple versions besides the King James version that you can deal with, alright? The Berean version. And there's probably a couple more, but is it Berean? I don't know, but the Bereans are in the Bible, known as being very righteous. You know, my point being, you got a lot of great pretenders. They take the original, and they don't have no patience or lack of fear and confidence. So they just copycat. And this guy John Smith, is that his name? He wanted a way to climb the degrees and say, look at me, look what I did. Look at all these fools I fooled, and all this money I made, and blah, 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 blah. Well, he says, oh, I got up this hat. I had a special stone called a seer stone, which right away, that's blatant, you know, cold sorcery. I mean, the Book of Life says, no, don't deal with that shit. So he says, yeah, I got this hat, I took a seer stone, I looked at it, and then I seen the words. And I told this dude, one of these guys who thought I was the big cheese, he wrote it all down. He had a publishing thing, his family had this and that. The book, blah, it took off. Lucifer, of course, you know, had their back, and that's Mormonism. You know, and I'm pretty sure my brother knows it, but he don't care. He's still gonna wake up tomorrow, put on his magic drawers. Yeah, they're magic undies. You don't know what that is? Google it. Mormon magic underwear. You're gonna get a picture of Mitt Romney and his wife wearing their magic underwears, because they actually believe that if you put certain symbols on certain types of underwears, that the devil will not be able to penetrate their force field, their spiritual force field, not because of Jesus, but because of these undies, because of their magic drawers. It's all so obvious, but you know, he who has eyes to hear, to see and ears to hear, you know, of course, and that takes diligence, it takes discernment, that takes you know, step-by-stepness, and you know, hey, look, even the best of us, the most intelligent, the most blessed, the most gifted, we got done, we got deceived, me included. Okay, I was a scientist and freak. I was a searcher for cure-alls, for pharmaceutical cure-alls, you know, from the Hindu, the soma, the search for soma. That was me. That's why I studied, went to the University of Hawaii to look for plant medicines, which is fine, but then I got into neuroscience and drugs, and that wasn't fun. And anyway, grateful for it all. But I'm going to sign out now because this flow is over. It's been great. God bless. Godspeed. See you later. This is Charlie Popoki, catamount, signing off. Late.